How's it
How was your
going?
holiday, man?
Oh, it was okay. It was good. It
Yeah,
ended up
good.
okay. Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, I'll just wait for a couple people to filter in and get
Yeah.
dig on into it.
Yeah. There was one axe I was worried about. I was hoping it would get there in time. It did, so
Nice.
it all turned out
Those
good. So
those photos that you posted on Christmas, that was the recipients of a couple handles and an axe.
yeah, yeah.
Nice.
The boy was Bluegrass Outdoors. He has
Okay.
that. He has the firewood channel.
Right.
So and then the other one was just a random customer. But
Cool. Ed is in the house. Redbeard.
hey,
What's going on,
hey
Ed?
Ed, how's it going?
Cool, man. Yeah, that handle looked really nice. The one that the young boy was holding was really cool. And then the other build,
Oh,
what that was a single bit, right?
yes, yeah. That was just a. It was a Plum Victory hatchet head, and he wanted on the 24-inch handle. So
Nice.
that was our
All
Girl
right.
Scout act.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. I think I comment. You might have posted something either up on Axe Addicts or just on
yeah.
Facebook in general, and I was saying that was the second one I had seen just that week. My buddy Mike, he did one for a guy who found it and didn't even know what it was, and
Oh,
sent it to him. And Mike wasn't really super aware of the history behind them either. And he was like, "Hey, what do I got?" I'm like, "Oh, dude, that's something."
yeah,
Um,
exactly.
dude, for every, I mean, I don't know what the ratio is, but for every, I would say easily 1,000 Boy Scout national patterns you see, there's probably one Girl Scout, right? I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
they're,
They're very few and far between. I didn't even know they
yeah,
made them
they're.
actually.
I was aware that they made them, and man, probably 10 or 12 years ago, I was picking through a guy's garage. He had a bunch of old tools and stuff like that. And he had he didn't have an axe. He had a belt knife. It was like, I can't remember what the maker was, but it was just a sheath knife and it was Girl Scout stamped. And I thought it was pretty cool. And he was like, "Oh, I'll take 100 for that." I'm like, dude, what? Like, nah, I'm good on that. And looking back on it now, it probably would have been worth way more than $100.
Right.
Bill Clarkson, Bill Clarkson. Yeah, what's going on, man? And I'm not even going to try. Oh, Magnolia Jefferson. How you
Oh,
doing, man?
that's
All right.
that's my
So
wife.
we got some. Oh, that's your wife. How you doing, ma'am? Pardon me. Um, so yeah, we got a little bit of an audience now. So Brad, just let everybody know who you are and what you're about. What you do?
I just restore and rebuild axes and put them back into use, basically.
Nice.
So I make axe handles and yeah, that's about it.
And the name
I
of
do
your company is Raw
raw axes,
Axes,
yeah.
right?
Laconia
Which
Axe
stands
Works, basically.
right. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Um, so what got you into the axe game?
Oh, about I don't know, probably about I would say about 5 years ago. I uh I wanted to lose some weight. I was real heavy at the time, a lot heavier than I am now, and I always wanted to split wood. I've always played around with metal and this and that, and did a knife here and a couple random axes, but nothing major until then. And then I got a Fiskars, started splitting with it, and then I just kind of scratched the surface, and here we are.
So you got the Fiskars and you wanted something a little more, and then you built one, and then one turned into two, and two turned into five, and
And then I had all
yeah,
the tools basically to do the handle. So I just started with one handle, and then it just kind of got better from there.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
I mean, it's cool that you've been in it like, 5 years or so, and you're already like making tons and tons of handles. I hadn't even made my first handle until I was probably in the Axis for like a decade. So good on you
yeah,
for, you know, for jumping on that super early.
yeah. I mean, I did quite a few handles before I found myself able to put them out there because
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
I'm my own worst critic.
You know what, man? I don't really ever sell my handles. Like we've done a couple collaborative builds, and I'll make them for friends and stuff like that. Because like you said, you're your own worst critic. But
Yeah,
I have a couple handles from people that I feel like really know how to make an axe handle, and then I look at mine, and a lot of people go, "Oh, that thing's great," and I'm like, You compare it to like a Kyle Brown or a Lionhead Restoration or something like that, and it's
right,
just
right.
okay. You know what I mean? But and
Yeah.
for me too, man, for what I would want for my time to make a handle, I don't feel like it's worth selling them.
Oh,
Um,
it's yeah, because the competition is kind of you got a lot of these places like Whiskey River and they sell great handles and they're all turned and they get them cheaper and make them cheaper and yeah, cost getting the wood, sourcing the wood is a little bit expensive sometimes, especially
yeah,
hickory now.
yeah.
But
What is the timber situation where you're at?
we have a lot of ash and elm. I'm getting some white oak later today. But we have a ton of ash, but no hickory,
No
none.
hickory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
I was getting hickory from Whiskey River, the blanks, so I can make the handles, but they're out also of the longer of the 36-inch blanks. So yeah, hickory's tough to get.
yeah, hickory's not super super available by me either, but we have a good abundance of like white oak and ash and elm and
Right.
there's a lot of I've found a lot of locust locally to me as well,
Yeah,
which is
we've
not
got
great for
locust.
real long handles, but
I've got actually I've used honey locust for I've got a honey locust handle that I've used quite a lot. And it seems to be holding up. I have broken one of them, but that was in extreme cold temperatures.
yeah.
But other than that, I made another one, and it seems to be holding up pretty good. So
Jimmy Cooper says 6'7", 6'7", Jimmy.
6'7", 6'7".
Yeah, you got young kids too, right?
No, yeah, I got 11-year-old.
Yeah. So oh
Yeah,
oh dude, you're prime 6'7".
yeah, 11-year-old daughter, and then I've got two grandkids, but I got a
Nice.
30-year-old
Yeah,
boy
my
and a
daughter will be 13 in a
46.
couple weeks.
Ah,
So,
yeah.
so as far as the carving of the axe handles and everything like that, I noticed that you do a lot of Adirondack handles, which I find
Yeah,
really interesting. I'm a big Adirondack handle guy.
late, lately, I've been having a run on the Adirondacks. I've got one. I just put one together right here for a guy, but
Nice.
it's a
I
split.
like your Adirondack pattern a lot. It's a nice compromise between real curvy and the super
Right.
straight ones.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been pretty happy with them, but yeah, then it's a splitting head, but yeah, and then I've got a few guys that want, the regular single bit, but the Adirondacks seem to pop up more on the YouTube. So
Yeah. And that's the other thing that I was going to say is I noticed a lot of your stuff, and you like to split a lot with double bits, which a lot of people would think is sort of counterintuitive. But anybody that's ever used a nice beefy double bit to split would know that
yeah,
that's not the case at all.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. It seems to be that's what gets popular. I've got single bits. I've got Tassies, and I've got a couple. I've got a big beefy Jersey that I use quite a bit, but for
Yeah.
splitting.
I I've said this before on different, different videos, and maybe I even talked about it on a live or two, but the axe that got me into axes when I was growing up is my dad split a ton of oak growing up, and he had a an 8 pound just sledge eye maul
Oh
and
yeah,
a Kelly Flint Edge Michigan double bit, and those were the two axes that he split. I don't even know how many cords of firewood over the years and years and
right,
years.
right,
So the axe that was always hanging around, that got played around with, and we're chopping trees down and throwing into the wood pile and stuff like that, was a double bit. So I just kind of
right.
grew up swinging a double bit, and I have a love for them. And I know a lot of guys either love them or hate them. Like there's not a whole lot in between. Oh, Jimmy wants you to say 6'7".
Oh, 6'7".
Yeah, 6'7".
Six
Um,
seven.
Ed says that he's driving and he's just listening, so no worries.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, cool. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think that's actually that's the thing that got me to stop, and that's how I came to stumble upon your channel. Was I was just like doom scrolling through shorts, and I was like, oh, who's this guy with the Adirondack handle? And I looked into your channel. I'm like, whoa, this guy's got like 100 something videos and carving handles and stuff, and I never heard of him before. So
Yeah,
I subbed, and I think I like
yeah.
immediately commented.
Lately, I seems to be like in the past, oh, probably 4 or 5 months, and then especially when Bluegrass bought that first axe of mine, and he used it on his channel, and then everything kind of picked up from there.
Yeah.
But probably in the last 4 or 5 months, I've been picking up quite a bit.
Aloha from Hawaii. Double is the way to get it done. Nice. You guys
Yep.
probably don't see a whole ton of vintage axes down in Hawaii, I would have to imagine.
Oh, hopefully not.
Um, try to see what's you do you have a favorite maker as far as brands go, like Big Three or otherwise?
No, I don't know. I kind of enjoy the Sager double bits, the Sager chemical axes.
Yeah.
Um, I would like to get a few more of them, but and then I like old stuff, like this one here. Let me turn this on real quick. But let me get this going.
Oh, Machinist Mike. He says that he has access to a ton of hickory. He's got access to. He lives like 10 minutes away from a really really awesome wood outlet. So if you have if you need wedges or laminate material or anything like that, Mike's the guy to talk to. And
Oh,
then, I mean, as far as billets too,
yeah, his
and
billets would be
you
the
can,
main.
yeah, if you don't already, have contact with him or whatever, just I could talk to you about that offline or whatever, and I'll get you his
Yeah, that'll
contact
work.
info. Yeah, because he's real easy. Oh, yeah, Ed says that you have the one of his RBKs.
Oh yeah, I do. Yep.
Yeah. I am very excited. I'm part of the Mississippi Pack pass around. I get it sort of at the tail end, and I'm very very excited to get my hands on that. So I'm kind
Yeah,
of
I got
in the
it on
planning stages right now of figuring out what I want to do with my time with it.
right. Yeah, I've got one of his on a white oak handle.
I
So
I recently did a couple white oak candles, and man, white oak is great. I honestly might
oh yeah,
like carbon white oak more than hickory.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've got one real curvy white oak. Um, and I was just playing around with some different patterns, different styles, stuff like that. And it's held up really well. It's got a ton of run
Yeah.
out on it, but it doesn't seem to matter. So I beat it pretty
Yeah, I mean,
good.
I've had really good luck with the white oak too, and a couple that I did had pretty substantial run out towards the tongue, and they from the best of my knowledge have been holding up okay. So
Yeah,
somebody
yeah, I
says,
have
"Oh,
it.
Schoondog, yeah, he really likes his double bits." And then I think this is your daughter, Magnolia Family Services LLC. She says
Yep,
hi.
yep. Yeah, that's my wife.
Cool.
Hello.
Let's see. So what projects are you working on right now? You got any good ones?
Um, well, I've got that one I showed you, that double bit. That's going to go out in a couple days. What else? Well, I've got a 5 pound rafter that I got from a guy.
Nice.
That I have to fix it. Somebody tried welding it and it rebroke.
Damn.
So I will I will fix that and make that disappear, and you'll never know. So
You do fabrication by trade, right? You're like a welder
well, I do.
fabricator by trade?
I'm pipe fitter.
Oh, pipe fitter. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're
and then
so you know your way around a welding setup.
yeah, yeah. And then I got
Because
this will be
you had a video a short that you did where you welded a split L well, right?
yeah, yeah. I did an Elwell, and then I did an old American pattern pancake axe. It
Hmm.
had a British broad arrow stamp on it, and so I still have
We
that.
see a pretty good amount of those square eyes and those pancakes and stuff like that where I'm
Right.
at. A majority of those were made in Chester County, Pennsylvania, which is like probably about an
That's
hour or
really
so
cool.
away from me. Not too far. Um, People I think know, they're old now, so you're not typically finding a whole lot of them sitting around in an antique store for $5 or anything like that, but they're around. They're definitely
Right.
around. I've
Yeah.
got a buddy of mine that has quite a collection of them, and he's always looking to move them and trade them and stuff like that. So, um, but yeah, man, they're around. I did just pick up one off Facebook Marketplace in a lot of tools a while back. It was like a hatchet sort of size, and I paid a whole lot of nothing for it, man. So I was happy to get that. But
Right. Yeah. I got a guy that sent me a few axes he wants handles for, and he gets them out of. He's from New York, and he gets them out of the ground, and
oh,
that's a
cool,
that's a DR Barton. It's got the
nice.
stamp still on it. So,
Is it a square
but
eye?
no, it's just round, oval, round.
Yeah.
But
No,
it's
that's a
pretty.
cool profile though.
Yeah. And then he's got another one, a little bit bigger one that I got that he sent me. There's no marking on this one, but it's a
Nice.
and
And what
that
is he
tip
just
out
he
of
pulls these from old farmsteads and stuff like that with the metal
yeah, just
detector?
old um settlement areas and stuff like that. So,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
but
Actually, I think
I'll
Redbeard got a
reprofile that.
package in his mail call a couple weeks ago where a guy, I wonder if it's the same guy, sent like 4 or 5 really cool old pitted ones that he pulled out of the ground. Um, I'm not, I don't remember what his YouTube channel was, but he
And
sent
then
a
I
bunch of
got
cool ones, including I think a real old Kelly Perfect, like with the old Kelly Perfect doubles.
oh right. And then I got a couple hammers he wants me to put handles on. So,
Nice.
but yeah, I just get random stuff like that. And I'm fairly busy
So do
through.
people usually just reach out to you through your Facebook profile or?
Yeah, mainly.
Yeah, and
So
it's all word of mouth usually.
usually, yeah.
Take it easy, Mike. Oh, Mike says, get a hold of me if you need wood.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'll get you hooked up with Mike. He's a good dude. He's solid, dude. Um, Trying to think of what else, man. I got a couple more questions here. So yeah, any future plans for 2026? Like, any long-term stuff that you're working on, or any builds
Just
you're getting excited about doing?
just keep going and just try and get better at what I'm doing. So maybe a
What
little bit
what
faster.
is your what is your process for handle making? Like, do you have templates that you're working off of, or do you just kind of approach each one
Usually,
individually?
well, it seems like I do have some templates. Um, and then I just use little bits and pieces of them to make, because it seems like I get different length handles all the time. So, I've got templates, just different ones.
Nice.
So that is, yeah, that's just my regular vintage template. But, and then I just use like different handles I've got and just use different sections on them just to trace out what needs to be the look I'm going for. Because it seems
And
like every time I get a new handle request, it's always a different length or different. And that changes the dimensions of things so much that,
cool. So you pretty much are like full on custom. Like, you just, somebody can
yeah,
hit you up and say, I'm looking for a 33-inch Adirondack, and then you just kind of go from there.
yeah. Actually, the boy in the picture, that was a 30-inch Adirondack.
Nice.
And then this one here is a 30, that's out of a 36-inch blank. So,
So you bandsaw these out and then start working from there.
yep, yep. I do the outline of it, and then I do the profile, cut it out with the bandsaw, and then the rest is all rasp and knife.
Draw knife.
Yeah,
Do you mess around with spoke shaves at all, or you pretty much
I
just go from the
I
the draw knife
do.
to rough it out and then
I try
rasp?
to a little. I try to a little bit. I've got spoke shaves, and I'd like to get better with them. But most of my stuff right now is out with the Shinto rasp.
Yeah, I love
So
my Shinto too, man. I'm a big fan of the Shinto.
yeah, yeah, it works really well.
The guy Mike with the lumber, he was showing me, Stumptown Axes, I'm assuming, right? That
Yep, yep,
he's a real big guy. So he's
yes.
got a bunch of I want to say they're Iwasaki or something like that. It's a Japanese company that makes a lot of files and rasps and things. And he bought the full set off him, and some of them are really cool looking, real
I've been
aggressive and
wa-
stuff.
I've
I
been
was thinking
watching
about
with the
giving them
curve
a shout.
that curve file he's got on there.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I've been watching some of that. I've been wanting to pick a couple of them up. They look like they
I
work really
was
well.
looking for a good cabinets maker rasp. The one that I have is a little dull, and I saw those, and I was like, you know what? I might want to give one of those a shot, because that's the
Yeah,
one limit with with the Shinto, in my opinion, is, the concavities of like the swell and everything like that.
right.
Unless you kind of turn it sideways and really just hit
Yeah,
it with
then
the edge.
you dig it
But
in and stuff like that. But
and I usually will just transition to like a four in hand.
I've
But
I've got the full way. I use
yeah,
that quite a bit.
I like them, man. I've got them in a couple different sizes. I've got like this one here that's I don't know, probably about like an 8-inch, and then this one's maybe a little smaller. One of them is a Gros Bay. I know that they're both so old now that I think all the stampings are. I think this one is a Gros Bay, and then this one is vintage. I'm not sure where I got it, but Yeah, man. I'm a spoke shave guy though. I love my spoke shave. I use the wood body ones, like the
Yeah, the older
non-adjustable
style,
guys. What'd you say?
the older style,
Yeah, the
like
older style,
the old
exactly.
wooden ones. Yeah,
Ryan,
yeah,
Lion Head Restoration Ryan, he sent me a metal body one, and I've been practicing with it, and I just cannot get the hang of it. They're the metal body ones. Him and Nate from Iron Ox both say that they're way easier, and I just like I tear out all the time with those things. Whereas the wood body one, I've got like such a just muscle memory with that thing. I'm just super fast with it, and make the little minor adjustments with your grip, and it's so much easier for me.
yeah. I've got like three or four metal bodied ones, but it's all a lot of getting them set up and getting them sharp enough. I think that's part of my problem with my draw knives is they're not sharp enough. I gotta get them sharpened.
Yeah, yeah, getting them really really sharp, I think, is definitely the key. Keeping them sharp is also, because I'll get my spoke shaves real nice, and then I'll carve a handle, and then I'll go to start another one, man, and then I should spend 5 minutes just touching it up, but I don't. you know.
Yeah.
What is the axe situation out your way, man? You seeing a lot of like stuff in the wild, or are you
No,
usually more so?
we get a lot of we get a lot of Michigans and Dayton's, plums. Once in a
Um,
while you'll see a three line Kelly or um, and then once you got to hit the. I know there's one guy here locally, Jeremy. He hits a lot of the estate sales and stuff like that, but they're always when I'm working, so I can't get to them. But he finds
yeah,
some good stuff here and there. But yeah, we
we're
get a
pretty
lot.
lucky in Pennsylvania. We're pretty lucky. I mean, there's still a lot of good steel floating around in the wild. Um, it's getting harder and harder to come by really good deals, but you fall into them every now and again. But
Right,
I remember 15 years ago when I first got into it, like I was just tripping over stuff left and right, and now it's getting harder and harder because I think with the internet, people are starting to realize that this stuff is worth money, um,
right.
and they want to capitalize on it or whatever. But generally for me, I try not to pay locally anyways, any more than like $20, unless it's
Yeah,
something that I know I can get back, back out of it or whatever. But I have a sort of like a hard and fast rule of like I don't want to spend any more than a Jackson on
right.
an axe at a flea market or something. And I generally don't mess around with eBay all that much. I've just been burned on eBay more than one time with you
Yeah,
know
I've been burned once.
yeah, like I've never been burned where I didn't get the thing that I bought, but it's so easy to manipulate photos and angles and stuff. Like I can take a toad axe and take it at an angle to where it looks like a nice full bit.
Right.
And I know a
Yeah.
couple of my buddies have had similar things happen like that too, where they thought they were getting something that was a little bit more pristine, and it shows up and it's got the old toad, so. But
Yeah. I got a double bit that guy said it was what did he say it was? He said it was 4.5 pounds, which is a good size double bit. And so I got it and it was only about 3.5. He
mm,
goes, well, that's what it was shipped. I was like, no,
with the
you don't
box.
give shipping weight. Never give shipping
Yeah.
weight. Nobody does that. So
Yeah, because a 3-2 double bit is nothing special. I mean, they're
yeah,
everywhere, but
yeah, yeah,
a 4-2 double bit is worth something.
yeah.
Um, Ed wants to know what the plan is for the new Connie. Ed hooked me up for Christmas. I don't know if you saw the video I released on Christmas, but Ed hooked me up with a really nice finest Connie, and I'm
Yep.
still debating on what I want to do, but um, more than likely, Ed, probably a 28C. And then as far as the head goes, I really dug the way that red one that you did for your birthday uh, came out. So I'm thinking I might want to try to paint it or something. Kevin just did a really nice St. Catherine's beveled Tassie red as well. So I might jump on the bandwagon and do something red. So
Yeah, that's
Danny
that.
Boy,
As far as the,
Danny Boy says, "Aho." Oh, speaking of the devil,
what's up,
Kevin says
Danny?
Sister Perry says hi.
How's it going? That yeah. As far as that stamp being on the opposite side, like you was talking, I've
Yeah.
got a I've got a world's finest boys axe that's on the opposite side.
Oh, cool.
So,
Nice.
but yeah. So I kind of thought that I don't know if that was something they did about the world's finest or if it's I don't know.
Well, I don't know if it was all the world's finest. Because I've only had experience with one other world's finest, and it was the one that Kevin let me borrow. He had one that was like in pristine shape, and it was light. It was like 2 3/4 pounds. It was under 3 pounds, I know, and I'm pretty sure that his was stamped on the left side, um, not the right side. But yeah, I'm really excited about this one, and it's got the. You know what? I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's got a good amount of factory red paint left on it,
Yeah,
so
I always like to
I don't
leave
know.
that
Maybe I
thing.
maybe I just kind of clean it up as best as I can and just keep it like this for a while. But I'm definitely gonna throw a nice banana grind on it, take it down, 22.
Right.
Maybe throw it on a 28C. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I maybe I make a handle for this. I got potentially I have one handle that I may need to make here in the near future. The United States or the UPS wound up losing a birthday build that we did for a buddy of ours, so we may have to be remaking his birthday build, which will take precedence over anything else. But oh, Danny says he's sitting with my dad right now at work. We'll
Oh,
tell my dad I said hi. Oh, Kevin got he got a real nice, speaking of Connie's, Kevin got a really nice Connie from Kyle Brown, Space Cadet Axe Works, Keen Cutter, I think. The triangle
oh,
stamped Keen Cutter. Real nice. Yeah,
yeah, I do like those too.
have you ever seen Space Cadet stuff? He does a lot of like laminated swells and inset laminates and stuff like that.
Huh. No, I've
He
actually
does.
I need to learn how to do that because I got a request for a laminated swell.
Well,
So,
laminated swell is a walk is a piece of cake. It's not hard. The inset laminates are where it gets tricky.
right,
This is one of Kyle's handles here. This is an axe that I got in a trade off Kevin, but he does a real nice sort of lumberman pattern, but he does beautiful work.
right,
Very, very nice work. Yeah, I love this handle. This whole axe really is I wasn't a huge Dayton guy, and I got this off Kevin, and it kind of opened my eyes to the fact that there might be something to the whole Dayton head thing. So I've subsequently picked up a couple Daytons, but I'm working right now. You were talking about Tassies before. I got this big 5 pounder. I think it's a high
yeah,
test. It's unmarked. It was probably just a paper label. I
right,
got this 5 pounder that I'm going to throw on a C grade Whiskey River that I got in a trade. So should be. I already took a ton off the tongue, but should be a good looking build. Whoop, flip it over. Should be a good looking build when it's all said and done.
yeah, yeah. I like Tassies are a little bit different to hang. Um, they can be a little bit tricky sometimes because the way the eye is punched in them. But yeah, I do enjoy them. I got one I got to
Yeah,
redo because I don't like the handle that it's on. But
I I've not when I got this one, it had a handle on it. It was like a real long 36 incher, and I swung this a little bit, and it immediately came loose. So I just cut the handle off and punched it out of the eye, and gonna hang it on something a little bit more appropriate for my wee stature, because it was on a 36 inch, and I hate 36.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't like them either.
are you what are you, like 5'8"?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I'm like five
Yeah.
seven, so like 36 inches crazy long for me.
Yeah. No.
Ed says that the Dayton is the most underrated and the Connie is the most overrated. Um,
Yeah.
I I
I can't
I
really
would say
speak
I
on the
probably
Connies.
agree with
I
that.
don't have one. Yeah, I don't have
You don't
any
have a
Connies
Connie?
at all. No. No, I got Tazzies, but because everything I do is split, and I would like to get a little bit more chopping. Um,
I
but
I
for
think the
right now,
Connies are great at chopping. They
yeah,
really don't split very well at all, just due to the
yeah,
profile.
they're way too thin for
I
as
have
most all the ones I've seen anyway.
yeah, I'm looking to see if I have it handy here. Yeah, here it is. Oh no, that's not it. Uh, I don't know where it could be in my car or something maybe, but I have somewhere. Yeah, I think it might still be in my car. I just got a unmarked Connie that I hung a while ago, and put it on. Is this it? Nah. Nah, I'm just fumbling around here now. Um yeah, I got to get better organized. That's my 2026 goal. But I did a short of splitting some red oak with it, and it was straight grained. Admittedly, it wasn't tough, naughty stuff by any means, but it split way better than I thought. And it
Right.
chopped okay. But for the most part, dude, these like here's a good example. Yeah. So in my estimation, the Collins Legitimus is like prime Connie. This is a Collins
Right.
Legitimus Connie here.
Right.
That thing is just a chopping machine, but good
Yes.
luck trying to split anything with it. It's
Yeah,
so
no,
thin.
that's gonna get stuck bad.
This is a pretty much dead stock. Yeah, this is like a dead stock bevel, and it's 20 from the factory.
Twenties are good.
So
Yeah, 20s are fairly decent, good chopping profile.
yeah, yeah, and
Too much
with
more than
no
that, you
effort at
start
all, you could take that thing to sub 20, 17 and a
right.
half, 18, something like that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
built.
Connies are a one-trick pony, Ed says. Yeah, I mean, that's it. If you're looking to
Yeah,
chop, I mean, I don't know how much better you can get than a Connie. Um, but yeah, if you're looking for a one-axe sort of, you know, Connie is not it. I just
no,
personally love Connies because I think they're beautiful. I like the way they look, and I've been trying to do way more chopping lately than splitting. But in my estimation, the best all around versatile pattern is like a jersey. I feel like a good Kelly
oh,
jersey.
I love jerseys. That's probably my
Yeah, I
favorite
mean,
pattern.
it's tough to beat a jersey for most things. I mean, they're probably not going to be the best splitter ever because I mean, a nice Kelly Perfect or something like that is going to have a decently thin bit through it. But
Yeah,
the way that
unless
a
it's like a
Kelly, anyways, the high center line, oh, you can't beat it, man.
yeah, yeah, unless it's like a blacksmith jersey. Like my heavy splitter is an old just beat that's not blacksmith jersey, and it's let me grab it real quick. This thing has been the hole's been beat on it, and the toes go out on it. It's this one here,
Oh yeah,
but I mean,
oh yeah, yeah. That'll get some splitting done.
Yeah, and this is on a Mark Didick handle. He's on Facebook mostly,
You know
but
what? I had not had any experience with his handles, but I just did a trade and I got a really nice Connie, um, and it came with a Mark Didick handle, and man,
oh
they're nice.
yeah,
I don't know why they're not more popular.
yeah. I think he gets.
It
I think they're Amish turned, but
yeah.
they're good. Um,
I
and he's real good to deal with. Pretty decent price, but
Yeah, I dealt with him at one point. I was looking to make an order off him, and I don't know whatever happened. I think by the time I was getting ready to pull the trigger, he was sold out of what I was looking for.
right.
But I do remember he got back to me within a day on pricing and stuff like that, and was I ought to take a look and getting some stuff off of him. Because I was very impressed with the handle that I received in the trade. It was really thin. It reminded me a
Yeah,
lot of a vintage handle. Like I love vintage handles. I mean, I'm not unique in that, I'm sure, but I honestly I think love old handles more
yeah,
even than the steel. So
yeah. I also got one of his Adirondacks. It's super thin. Um, but yeah, it's a super this is one of
yeah,
his Adirondacks. It is super thin. I broke one of these once before, but
Mike
but yeah,
Feister's in the house. He says aho. Oh, nice. That's a
so
nice one.
the true temper.
Kelly Perfect, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
Kelly perfect. But
I have a similar head waiting for a haft. It's just like they're just so backed up, man. I was saying I don't remember who I was saying it to the other night. I just got to concentrate on just banging some builds out. Um,
right,
but
yeah, I gotta get back on the building now. Now that the holiday's over, I'm a little bit backed up, but yeah,
oh yeah, yeah, it was you, Kevin. Yeah. Kevin says that's a beauty. You could see all these comments too.
yeah,
Uh, yeah, dude, Kevin just got a real. He got a. I mean, I don't want to air out Kevin's business, but it's a keeper for him. He's not trying to flip it. Um, he got a real sweet deal on a Kelly registered double bit. Um, sub $100 on a Kelly registered double bit,
nice,
and it was in a lot better shape, I think, than he thought it was going to be. And it was kind of one of those rare eBay things where when you open the package, you're pleasantly surprised instead of like
right.
surprised that it wasn't in good shape. But yeah, no, he got a good deal. And I think he also got a beaver tooth handle off of eBay, like drop ship from somebody else or whatever. So he was one of the rare people to actually get a beaver tooth handle in the same month he ordered it, apparently. I don't know if you had any experience them, but apparently they make really nice handles. They just take forever to ship out and get to you.
Yeah, the only other handle place that I've messed with is uh is Mark, and then the only other handle is I got from Ed on his axe, but
Mike, I'm not sure who you're talking to. But I know
oh
Brad and I
no,
both have a bunch of videos on carving halves. Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, Kevin has been burned by beaver tooth in the past. When I first actually met Kevin online, um, I think he was waiting on a beaver tooth delivery or whatever, and then like a month and a half later or something like that, they finally refunded him his money. Oh yeah, Mike. Yeah, Mike wants to know if you have a video on your Adirondack double bits. I think, which
um,
I know you
I've got a
do.
yeah. I think there's one or two on there. I need to make another. I haven't got around to making a full video on a half as far as like how to make it and all the editing and stuff like that. It's Brad Richonia.
Yeah, Mike. If you're looking for good um, tutorials on how to carve an axe handle. There's a ton out there on YouTube. I mean, I
Yeah.
have some, from scratch handle builds that I've done. I don't know how good or bad they are as far as tutorials are. If you want to sit through 45 minutes of blabbering, um, they're great, I suppose. But I go into detail on quite a few. Yeah,
Hey, Mike.
Mike, if you haven't been on Brad's channel, you should go check it out because he's got a lot of nice handle carving stuff. And um, I just happened to be scrolling. I earlier I said this. I just happened to be scrolling through YouTube one day, and I was struck by a Adirondack handle that he had made, and quickly subbed. So
Yeah, here's a
trying to think of what else, man.
that's the 36
Yeah,
Adirondack.
I
It's a
like
little
the
long
one
for
thing I
me.
like. I like how you keep a nice shoulder on yours. It's just kind of
Yeah.
like a signature look that you have. It's funny,
So
like you can, you do this long enough, and you start to see people's work, and you can just know who you're looking at before you even, see who it is. Yeah, no problem, Mike. That's kind of what we were
yeah.
doing. I want to try to do a lot more of this. Is do lives with people that I haven't already done lives with, because I think it just helps. It helps everybody grow, and it's cool to just meet new people. So I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Um, Trying to think of anything else, man. So yeah, we went over the handles. Yeah, clear. Like you say, you're a splitting profile, double bit guy. Trying to think of what else. What else? You got a couple crazy dogs, I see, right? You're a husky guy.
Yeah, I've got four huskies.
Yeah.
And
Well,
the boys living with us right now are our 26-year-old. He's in between places, but we got his Chihuahua with the huskies, so it's kind
four
of a
huskies and
full.
a chihuahua, and the
Yeah,
chihuahua rules the roost. I'm assuming, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
he lays down the law every so often.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. My knucklehead I have a German short haired, and she's a freaking nutcase, dude. And your huskies are kind of like, at least I know a couple of them are Velcro dogs, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
yeah, the two boys mainly, but they'll the three of them will turn two New Year's Eve night. They were born New Year's Eve 2 years ago, right at midnight. So, and then we have mom.
That's
She's
cool.
8 years old. She's gotten fat
Oh,
though.
so the mom, these three were from the mom's litter.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
And then
That's
we
cool.
have
Did you
we have
guys
one of
breed
them.
them, or you
Yeah,
just, yeah?
yeah. We
Oh,
just
that's
we
cool.
my nephew has a husky, so we kept three of the puppies. She had six, five males and one female. So we kept two of the males and the little female. And then one of them went next door, and then one of them went to one of the wife's friends, and then one is in Colorado that visits every so often.
Nice.
So
My neighbors, my next door neighbors actually have a husky. They're cool dogs. They're really
yeah,
cool dogs.
yeah,
They're beautiful
they're
dogs.
they're uh they're kind of a handful sometimes. So they have a mind of their
Yeah,
own.
yeah, yeah. They're a very headstrong breed, I think, right?
Yeah, yeah, they're they're pretty independent.
Yeah, Mike, for sure. Go
Oh
sub the
yeah,
raw axes. Anybody that's watching this, if you're a fan of my content, you're gonna like what Brad does. So for sure, go sub. Um, cool, man. All right. Well, dude, I don't want to keep you any longer. It sounds like you got some stuff you're looking to get into, but
right.
thanks for hanging, man. Hope your holidays was good, and I'm sure I'll talk to you before New Year. But if I
Oh
don't,
yeah,
have a good New Year.
you
Thanks for
too.
hanging, and anybody that hasn't already went to check out Raw Access, go ahead and check it out. A lot of good stuff. Unless you had any, do you have? I don't know if you had anything for me. I didn't want to cut you off if you did, but
No, I'm pretty good. So, but no, I
say
appreciate
it
it.
one more time. Oh yeah, for sure,
No,
dude. Yeah, I got a
yeah,
call and it cut out.
yeah, no, I appreciate it. And yeah,
Of course, man.
I'm gonna try getting more content up, and I'm still getting used to this YouTube thing. I'm
Dude,
old.
the lives is great. The lives are great because not a whole lot of planning, not a whole lot of time invested in it, other than just being in front of the camera, and everybody seems to like it. Um,
Yeah,
every time I've done one, man, we've gotten a lot of interaction. And like I was saying here earlier, too, it's like, you can put out the long form content and spend a lot of time filming it and editing it and everything like that. And, you might get some comments and, maybe one or two subscribers or whatever. But I think people like the immediate
yeah,
response kind of aspect of
yeah.
the
I think
live.
so
So
too.
I'm going to do a lot more lives, I think, in 2026. And like I'm going to try to branch out and do them with a lot. I think doing it in
I like
tandem
this
with another
format.
channel is great.
Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
like this
I
format
agree.
quite a bit.
I agree. And it's nice too because, it's sort of like a learning thing. Like, I mean, I did one with Ed the other day when he was finishing up the Mississippi pack. He was wedging them or whatever. And,
Right.
we're chatting, we're BSing or whatever, but like he's also giving tips and tricks and stuff like that to everybody. So I think it's cool.
Yeah,
And basically every time I've done one of these, like somebody's chimed in and asked a question and we've jumped off and, everybody learned something, which is
right.
awesome, man. So,
Yeah, I need
but
to
yeah,
keep it.
dude.
I
Well,
need to put
I
any of it.
appreciate you hanging, man. And thanks again. Everybody go check out Raw Axes. And dude, yeah, stay in touch.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll be
All right,
talking to
man.
you
Well, have a
soon.
good day. Have
Okay,
a
you
good day,
too.
and I'll talk to you soon.
All
Take
right.
care. See you
Take it
guys
easy.
later.